How's it going, everybody out there? Jason Wicks, Clay Toomey here, live at Table 1. Open singles match, Tony and Shannon. First game, tied up 2-2.
It's the round of 8? Is that what I see?
Yeah, this is our 5th, 6th. I was talking to Shannon before he got called up for this match, and he says that he always has to play Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, I gave that goal to the wrong player. My bad. He says he always has to play Dennis, and then he always has to play Tony right afterwards.
Yeah. So is he beating Dennis Ori
Yes.
that often?
Yep.
Yeah, you get good like that, and eventually you're going to run into the man himself.
Yeah, I told him at least he knows after this it's going to get easier.
Ugh.
The
Maybe.
left hook was sickening.
You know, you could see that on video and go, oh, wow, that's impressive. And until you've actually faced it,
Yes.
it's hard to understand just how helpless you feel in that moment.
Yep. I played him in mixed earlier. Felt the same way.
Yep. And he's not missing that. He's executing it every time. Good grief. This is a quick 4-4 game.
It is. It's been about 3 minutes.
And then there you go.
And that's how the cookie crumbles.
I wonder what it is about passing on the far side that makes the ball seem to just go in the goal if you miss it. And I don't know if it's just
There is a thing about that, yeah.
something about it. It just seems to happen like that. And I don't have any stats to back that up. It could totally be some sort of placebo effect.
Somebody in chat says, so is there a dunk tank for Clay?
Not yet. Not yet. And I'm disappointed because that means I'm not making any money. Because if we had the dunk tank here, I think I'd already be in the black for the weekend in terms of money. Do like $10 a dunk.
Yeah, people paying to drop you in a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we could even do like the pie. We could throw the pies. You know, I'd be down. I've definitely earned it. I've thrown a little bit of. I've slung a little poo, as they say, in Oklahoma's direction, and everybody here seems to be okay with me being here. So maybe there's not going to be a dunking tank.
I think Liz was the most offended because you talked about her roads.
Oklahoma has the worst highways, and she was adamant that Dallas and Texas in general also had bad highways, and sorry. There might be a few. That's a nice back wall pass by Tony.
He heard you.
Seen that somewhere before. I love it. He does it a little different. Holy moly. Did he go around that?
Yes, he did.
That's deep. That was deep.
He
Dare
did.
I say dead bar-ish?
He did that to me several times in Portland when I had to play him.
Yeah, Tony will do what he does.
So, funny note, Clay. Remember earlier we were commentating Shannon's match?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Shannon asked if we were talking about him.
Yeah, I went and asked him after the fact. I said, could you hear us? Because we kept talking, and then what we were talking about kept happening. And he said he couldn't hear us.
That's a bad break for Shannon right there.
Yeah. It's bad enough when that happens against anybody, but when you're down 2-0, game 2 versus Tony, it just seems a little bit more painful.
Because it just means the end's near.
Right. Neither one of them are missing on their 3-bar.
The only difference is Shannon's not getting the ball on us. Right.
Right. Yeah, but when he does, he's just not missing. He just needs to get more possessions. Nice. That's a sick bounce pass.
Can Shannon rally?
I mean,
Not in that game, you can't.
you know, if the question is can he, then the answer is yeah. Is it likely? Well, We're getting farther away from a definite yes, but I wouldn't. It's not. I guarantee you right now, if you rolled up to the table and for some weird reason decided to tap Tony on the shoulder and ask him, "Hey, do you think Shannon can win?" He's gonna say, "This we're only in game 3." For the spectator, it's easy to go, "Well, yeah, obviously Tony has all the momentum," but when you're down there, you still got to play the game. He needs to get fired up. Yeah, I don't know if fire is really the thing that beats Tony. I mean, you have to execute a step back wall pass again. It's brutal, and that's a bold move on these tables because the walls are not exactly hopping.
Yep, that's a common theme this year with foosball tables.
Yep. Right down the middle. That was a gaping
talked him right out of that defense.
For real, dude. It's like Moses just reaching back there and just completely dividing. That's a nice pass.
I guarantee you we won't see any front toe shots from Shannon this match.
You're probably right, yeah. Now, if he does it in his next few possessions, now we just know that even if he can't hear us, there's some telepathy going on.
Yes. Rare mistake from Tony. It's already hot back in goal.
Right off the post. That hole was wide open, too.
That's been happening to me a lot this weekend.
Just make bigger goals. Problem solved.
I'll talk to the people. I know some people.
All right, cool. Just get back there with just put a crank in between them and just jaws of life. Just make the goal bigger.
Yeah, just gonna make it.
That's a tight hole, man.
Just
Holy
a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger until I stop hitting posts.
Yeah. Chat says Tony is a tough nut to crack. Yeah. Well, he's he's the best for a reason. Man, he's just not missing on either side of the table right now. Ooh, nice pass. He was doing that earlier against John Papa.
The German guys have 8,000 people in their stream.
Yeah, right.
They don't have Tony on their stream, though.
Right.
It's okay. I'd rather have 8 people and Tony than 8,000 in a language I don't understand.
Yeah. Also, rather not pay the fee to get on the front page like that. It ain't cheap. You keep going that near side. I think you're just looking for. Nope. I like seeing Shannon shoot from back here. I know his 2 to 5 is good. I like seeing him shoot. And the one hole that Tony leaves open is that near side like little slice.
Yeah.
Just don't know if he hits that or not. A brutal turnover right there too. Good block. Pretty sure that's not. That's, okay. That's username checks out. Oh, a nice spin right there. That was at least probably 900 degrees. Goes to the 5. Goes to the 5.
Why is Tony asking if it goes to the 5?
Well, a lot of people. Yeah, all for just FYI, all infractions go to the 5, except. Here's a nice trivia. Actually, I'm not going to say the answer to that. All infractions go to the opponent's 5 bar, except ... Who knows the answer to that? There's only one. Unless they change this in the last rule book, which they didn't. And of all people, I learned this from Ryan Moore. And I say of all people because,
It pertains to him.
yeah, well, he's a fun-loving, like happy-go-lucky foosball player. He's not really one you catch in a rules discussion about the finer points of Rule 23.4 or whatever it is. But all infractions go to the 5-bar, except for. Do you know?
Except for the ones that don't.
That's it.
Thanks, Steve Duncan.
That is the most Steve Duncan answer I've ever heard in my life. And by the way, that's wrong because you put a S behind one, which made it plural, and there's only one situation.
Yeah. It's kind of like Highlander. There's only one.
Yeah. And a technical is a shot. The technical is the call. I don't know if that's the infraction itself. Okay, I'll tell you. Time call.
Wow, good bank there. Time call?
Time call on the 3-rod goes to the opponent's goalie. So there you go. And if you don't believe me, look it up and correct me if I'm wrong.
Shows how many people watching can count to 10 or 15.
Yeah, or are able to read. Looking at you, Steve. Tony goes for the left-handed slingshot right here all day. Or a pull kick or something flashy from the left. Like a turnover to the 3-bar, yeah.
Let's see. Here comes the front toe? No?
Sometimes you got to power it through. I think he's from Mississippi, right?
Yes, he is.
Put a little M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S in there. Got a little crooked letter on him. Sick.
We're always waiting for something else to happen immediately after he catches that.
Yeah. It seems like there should be something that goes there.
Like the flippy that I do or something,
Yeah.
And that is it, folks. Shannon's still trying to figure that one out. And I think coming up next is going to be open mixed. Blake and Daphne, myself and Brittany.
That was
Stay tuned.
Very good games that lasted not as long as I wanted them to.
13 minutes and 15 seconds probably was the total match.